What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel for yet another lit video. All right, I'm just gonna jump into it. Today we are going to do a very awesome dish, a dish from Nigeria, and a lot of people love this dish. So today we're going to do jollof rice. Jollof rice comes with a lot of not a lot of things, but a lot of flavors, a lot of pepper. You they eat pepper. You they eat pepper, and it's not a jollof rice if your mouth doesn't feel like it's swollen because of chili. So I'm going to take you step by step on how to make jollof rice. So let's head into my kitchen and I'll show you step by step on how you need to do that. And you know, you've got to do this. You've got to do this. It's not difficult. It's very easy to do it. Once you see even the ingredients, it's not a lot of ingredients. It's not a lot of things that you need to do. Very simple, very easy. So let's head into my kitchen so that we get started. And we are back in the kitchen right now. So I'm about to take you through what you will need to make your jollof rice or any other type of jollof rice. So I am doing the prawn jollof rice, which was a request from a lot of people when I made it last week. So what you need for a perfect jollof rice is your palm oil, which is what they use in Nigeria, and then any type of rice, but I'm choosing to use the long grain jasmine rice, and then I have some herbs like the coriander, and then I have the prawn meat, which is the key ingredients of what other people saw from my picture that I posted when I did my jollof rice. And then now here is what I'm going to make a paste out of. It's tomatoes, and then this they call it pepper in Nigeria, and then this is the tomato paste, and then we've got the red pepper, and then we've got the red onion. So now all of this I'm going to blend them in the blender to make the paste. You see the process as we moving forward. Okay, right now here is what I'm going to use when I'm frying the prawns, but I'm not going to use the Maggi. The Maggi I will use with this mixture once I'm doing the process of mixing everything now. So this is the red onions, the garlic, the Maggi, which in South Africa we call it a stock, like beef stock or chicken stock or any other type of stock that is put in bulk. And then this is the oil that I'll be using to fry. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pre-cook the rice. I'm not going to cook it like well done, because after I mix everything, it's still gonna cook like a little bit, not too much. So I'm gonna boil the rice, and then I'm gonna fry my prawns with my ingredients here and my herbs here, and yeah, let's go through the process now. All right, so now what we're gonna do is fry the prawns. So I chose this pan because it's open, so I'm also gonna do my rice on this pan. So what I'm gonna do is add my red onion. So I'm adding my red onions. I'm gonna let them fry a little bit on very low heat. You don't like level 4 or level 3. And then I'm going to add my prawns. It's very important when you're doing prawns, because if it's frozen prawns, you have to defrost them, and before you start frying them, it is very important for you to dip it with either a dry cloth or a paper towel to remove the water, so that when you add them on, they just fry and then they don't release the water. and they don't overcook, because they have a tendency of being rubbery. So that's very important. So we're just gonna fry them a little bit, not too long. About 3 to 4 minutes is enough. While in that process, I'm gonna add a little bit of my garlic, and then I'm gonna add my herbs, the coriander. I also added dill. It's one of my favorite herbs to use. It makes everything delicious. The color looks so beautiful. So as you can see, the prawns already are pinkish, so I'm going to be taking them off the stove and put them aside. And here I am pre-boiling my rice in order for everything to come together once it is cooked. So the prawns are done. Oh my gosh, this is a very beautiful color. This is how I wanted them. When prawns are cooked, they start turning pink. You don't cook them for a long time. You do not cook prawns for a long time. Once each side is pink, that's perfect. Your prawns are cooked. You cannot cook them more than 5 minutes, because when you cook them more than 5 minutes, they will become rubbery. So this is how I wanted them, the color. So I'm just gonna wait for my rice. Once my rice is boiled, we're going to proceed to the next step of combining everything together. So I'm just gonna take the prawns off the stove and put them aside on a bowl. But I'm still gonna use the same pot that I'm using right now. I'm still gonna use this pot that I'm using right now. I'm just gonna take the prawns off and then do the whole the next procedure right on this pot. Now we are doing the final step. So I'm gonna first start by adding the palm oil. Listen, if you don't have palm oil in your house, you can use normal oil that we use on a daily basis to cook. So I'm gonna use the palm oil, melt it down. You might be wondering why I'm holding the pan up. It's because you don't want to burn the palm oil, because the smell is very strong. It can even make you cough. So that's why I am holding it up. So the tomatoes and all that mixture that I showed you, that I said I'm gonna blend, this is the color that you need to have. So I'm gonna add that into the pot, and then I first cook that mixture, and then it needs to be cooked, because if you add the rice while the mixture is not cooked as yet, your rice will be very watery. So hence I am cooking it, and then you see the consistency that you need to have when it's ready for you to add the rice. So I'm adding in the Maggi, and in the process I'm sure you realize that I didn't add any salt, because now I'm going to add the Maggi, and it's got salt as well. So I'm just gonna wait for that to thicken up in order to add the rest of the things. It goes in the Maggi, and then I stir so that that stock can melt. So I'm gonna close it a little bit so that the process of cooking goes by. Don't put your heat very high, level 4 or level 3. Medium heat. You should put it on medium heat so that you don't burn what you are making. So if you want to make normal jollof rice, it's simple. The only thing you just need to take out from everything that I have taught you now is it's the prawns. Then that's when you have your normal jollof rice. That's when you have your normal jollof rice. So which means you do everything and then fry the onion that I used to fry with the prawns, and then add the mixture and everything and combine, just like the process that I'm showing you right now. And now this is the consistency that we were looking for. Look at how thick it is. This is how thick it is. This is how thick it is. So we are in the last, second last and the final process of us doing the jollof rice. So the rice is done. So I'm gonna add it in. Oh no. Yes, I'm gonna add it in on the mixture, all of it. And what's gonna happen is I'm going to start mixing it with the sauce, and you start to notice that the color of the rice starts to change. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that is a very beautiful color. When it becomes that red, that's when you start to see your jollof rice coming together. And when you look at the rice right now, it's not watery. It is not watery because of the fact that the sauce was not watery. I first cooked it. So if we had just after blending in and putting in the sauce, if we had just added the rice, it was going to be a complete watery jollof rice. All right, that is mixed up, and then the last process is adding the prawns in the mixture and mix together. Now with this meal, you don't even need to make maybe like meat or any other thing. You just eat it like this. You just eat it like this. You don't need any meat. The prawns are enough. So maybe you can add more prawns to, according to how you would want more prawns to your whole dish. But yeah, you don't need any side dish, but it's totally up to you. Maybe you have friends that are coming over and you'd like to do this type of delicious rice, for them to taste something new. So yeah, so we are done, my people. Oh, with a chopped jollof. This is how your jollof rice should look like. Now proper jollof. So the most important thing, you must wipe your pots. It is important because some people eat with their eyes first. So everything that you do, you must always make sure it is very clean. They say cleanliness is close to holiness. You dey hear me? So voila, this is your jollof rice. This is your jollof rice. We are done. We are done. Kaput. The only thing left was to taste how it tastes like. This is stunning. Beautiful. And trust me, it is delicious. Super, super delicious. And now I'm going to teach you how to plate. You can do it in two different ways. You know, as I said before, people eat with their eyes first. So I have this nice, pretty plate. It's curved and all that. So I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna put, ooh la la, only 2 spoons. Very simple plating on a nice plate, and then some garnishing on top. Voila! This is plate number 1. So now I'm gonna take the second plate and I'm going to plate on this type of plate, for in case some of you maybe don't have like fancy type of plates. You just have normal plates, you know, at home. You can still make your plate very, very fancy. So you can use either something like this, or you can use a cup. It's very easy. So I'm gonna do with this, and I'll also show you the very same thing with a cup, and show you that you can actually use anything that you have at home in order to plate on these plates. Okay, with the cup, what I would do is get a cup like this and then fill the jollof rice in the cup. Alright, fill the jollof rice in the cup. And then I'm gonna take my plate, my cup is there, and I'm gonna turn my plate like this with my cup under, with my cup under. So I'm gonna place it there and then turn it all over. What you'll see is when you remove it, voila, that is your plating. You don't even need to use this thing. So with this thing, we just take it and place it right there, fill in with the mixture. It's the very same process like the cup, just that this one has a hole under. Alright, then we remove, and then bam, same thing, different equipments. And then can use any type of garnishing. Garnishing is very important when it comes to all these things. Just garnish, make your plate look pretty, so that the person, whoever's gonna eat with their eyes first. And then that's it. Nothing too fancy, very simple. So let's indulge and taste how this tastes like. Now that was amazing. So we've reached the end of our video. So please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, like, comment, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications button. It's very important so that when I post, you are one of the people that will be notified about what I've posted. So please do comment down below and let me know how it went when you tried this. Don't forget to tag me on social media. I would really like to know how your first experience, or how your first your first experience when you made it yourself, how it was, how it tasted, how were the flavors. I would really like to know that. So stay safe. Don't forget to wash your hands and sanitizing your hands and wearing your mask. Love you all. God bless.